Welcome. My name's Billy. I'm working here in Copenhagen. I'm an Englishman who decided to come here after spending a very short weekend experiencing Denmark in Copenhagen for the first time. I knew nothing about it. Stumbled into this little wine bar, spent about 3 hours here and wrote to the manager and asked if I could come and have a job here, of which we worked it out and I ended up being here. So I can't be more happier to work here with a very different spin on things, on food and wine. I come from a background of working in restaurants, bars, and I've also made wine in France, in Burgundy, as well as growing wine and selling it in New Zealand. Generally these wines are all sort of conventional, as they call it, conventional wines, but also classic styles, so I've never really worked that much with natural wines or organic or biodynamic wines. So here was a brand new experience for me, and it's fantastic. I'm really enjoying it here, and this is a really exceptional little spot in Scandinavia, which is a real hub and mecca right now for food and drink.
I'm here because I would like to understand something about the Copenaghen or the Danish consumption of wine. I'm from Italy, so I'm specialized in Italian wines, and I know that you here have a lot of interesting wines. So if you can answer with the two views, one in general and one as regards Italian wines.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So actually here we have a strong focus on Austrian wines, so that's quite alternative to some of the sort of classic regions that you might know around the world. We do have a focus on French wines, but also a focus on Italian as well. And we scale a whole range from organic to biodynamic to natural wines, and with some various classics as well. Throughout Copenhagen you'll find a lot of restaurants and bars doing the same, but there's also a spin on classics wines as well. It really depends on where you're going. I mean, the innovation of some of the restaurants here, especially Noma, which started a huge scene on natural products and biodynamic usage of those products, really spun an idea in Danish food and drink through the last 10 years. And at the moment it's considered one of the sort of top cities to come to experience natural and organic products. A lot of the tourists that come here are very receptive to trying new wines here. A lot of people want to try orange wine for the first time, which is quite an interesting experience for them, both to see their faces when they try it, but also for them as an experience for a first-time try of orange wines. And we're here to obviously provide that. We get the opportunity to pour a little tasting of everything that we have here by the glass. So if they're not too keen on something, we can always find something that's a bit more to their liking. But on the whole, most people are very receptive to the biodynamic or natural wines, just because it's a whole experience to be a part of the scene that's kind of at the top of its game here in Copenhagen.
But it's like a fashion, like
a fashion.
Passing, or is
a passing fashion? I don't know. I think it's still growing. It's something that started small and has over the last 10 years definitely risen. But now everyone's talking about it, and you have different arms of the industry, different people who have their own say and opinions on natural wines and organic wines. Some are really into it, some are really not. But at the end of the day, like anything, it's very subjective to whoever's trying it. I don't think it's a passing craze. I think it's a craft that is going to continue here, because it's not just with wines, it's other food products. Coffee especially is growing here in that regard. So no, I don't think it's a passing trade. I think it's here to stay, but I think just there'll be more of it and more of an option of trying other things. Places like here and very many other places in Copenhagen are starting to be able to educate people and give them a taste of things that they're not necessarily aware of from different regions in the world. So people come over from all around the world. They come from America. They may just come from, for 3 or 4 nights to come and eat at some of the restaurants here and to try the new sort of innovative styles. So education is one thing that's necessary anyway to breed this kind of style. It's not trying to kind of push old styles out. It's just merely there to add new concepts and to have more of an access to new ways, I guess. So we get everybody from sort of first-time drinkers coming in, wine enthusiasts. We get a lot of elderly couples that come in, groups of people. To be honest, it really scales all ages and all sort of walks of life. The tourists, as I say, they come from near and far. We always try to give them a good experience, and generally they walk out here having a new experience and also learnt something totally new. So.
What would you tell to an Italian wine grower?
I would only say, just as all winemakers are, as I know, just keep true to what they believe in, what they're doing, and to bring other wines to Copenhagen, just bring them along and try them out and see how they work. There'll be a lot of restaurants that would want to take them on and try them out, and others who would take the sort of non-classic styles as well. So you'll have the whole spectrum, and as you know, being Italian, food is a very important part of your culture, and it's a very big part of the culture here in Denmark now, and especially with different styles. So wine pairing and wine matching with particular dishes and different styles of food is taken very seriously here, and it would be very much explored if people brought their wines here.
Perfect. Thanks a lot.
Not at all.